Adam Christ from MyMMAnews.com, being joined by Marshall Law Shermer, who is taking on James Lyonheart Lyons at Cowboy Fight Series 4, and it is for the featherweight, the 145-pound strap. I'm being joined by my man, Marshall Law Shermer. Marshall, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Feeling good.
It looks like you're feeling good. You look comfortable. You look like you're confident, man. It's all going down in just a couple of weeks in Sterling, Virginia again. The first time you were supposed to be on the Cowboy Fight Series in this tournament, the bout ended up falling out with Conner. Can you take us through what happened with that?
Okay. So I had a fight. Let's just rewind before that even. I had a fight in April at Spartica against this guy named Theo, and I messed my leg up in that fight. I was actually supposed to fight Christian Carr.
Yeah.
And what was it, September 29th?
Yeah. He's also from like the PA area.
Yeah. I had to pull out on Christian, unfortunately. I wanted to have that fight, but we didn't get to run it back again or anything. I had to pull out. And then this time around, Conner actually broke his foot the week of and had to pull out on me. So it was like, crap, I just did like 2 fight camps basically and didn't get a fight. So like stuff like that has continuously happened throughout my MMA career. Like, so I don't know.
I'm curious. We were talking a little bit off record, and we were saying how James has been a little bit more active. And like you said, you had the 2 fights that fell out. One was, shit happens. You got an injury. The second one, your opponent got injured. Stuff happens. It's a part of the game. Does it feel like you're maybe at a little bit of a disadvantage with less time in the cage?
Sort of. I mean, but at the same time, I feel like I have an advantage because he hasn't seen me fight since my fight in, and I saw him fight in person at the last event. And on top of that, him having all these consecutive finishes and the way he's doing it, I'm able to really read and gauge what his game is more than he is on me. He doesn't really know. I feel like he doesn't really know what I'm going to want to do. But, I mean, it's no secret. Like, I want to hurt him. So,
yeah,
that's my game plan.
Getting there hurt him. So I'm curious, man. You said that you started out as a jiu-jitsu guy. And, I mean, that being said, you recently had a jiu-jitsu tournament. It was an in-house tournament. Am I correct with that?
Yeah. That was a little charity event we had. I'm competing this weekend, too, at U.S. Grappling. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So needless to say, it's not like you haven't been in competition. You've been staying a little bit active. You just haven't been in the cage. So going with that, I want to ask, how are you feeling going into this fight, man? Like you said, there's a lot on the plate here. There's a lot of pressure. And I just want to put it up front and first. Championship status, fighting in front of Cowboy Cerrone, Sucker Punch Entertainment. Not only that, but your brother Rob's fighting on the card, man. That can be a lot of pressure for somebody. Just tell me how you're feeling.
This is my 3rd title fight at 45. The first 2 I lost, and I feel like the 3rd time's the charm, man. Like, I'm in better shape than I've ever been. I've been working with a strength and conditioning coach. His name's Andrew Del Carmen. He's fully certified. He's trying to build up his MMA guy program, like helping us out. I feel really fucking strong. Everybody I roll with, like, if people don't know my weight and they ask me my weight, they're like, "What? Like, you weigh?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." Like, so my training partners, they're so solid, man. I train at Diego Bispo Academy with Harvey Grassi as my striking coach, and my training partners have world champions in the gym as far as jiu-jitsu goes. Professor Diego, 5 or 6 time world champion, no gi, master world, black belt, all of that. Harvey, he learned from Duke Rufus, and everybody knows about the Rufus sport and the Rufus brothers, like what they've done for kickboxing. And on top of that, I've got just a solid group of guys right around my weight. And with James being a southpaw and all that, that plays into my camp because I have 3-4 southpaws that are my training partners every day. And on top of that, my striking coach is a southpaw. So guess what he knows how to counter? Guess what he knows how to dissect, So on the feet, the engagements, I think it's gonna be a landslide. But the thing is, he's gonna try to take me down, and chances are good that he'll probably get me down. But I mean, I just watching it all unfold in this past couple fights, I just feel like I know what to expect, and I'll do just fine.
So you feel confident going to the ground with him. Like you said, you feel like it's going to be a landslide on the feet. The tone of your voice kind of switched when you talked about change levels, getting it to the ground a little bit. And
Because
I'm not busting chops. I'm just saying it seems like you're well aware, is what I'm getting at, of his ground game.
yeah,
And is the thing that's a little bit, you know what, you're going to try to avoid it at all costs? Or is it you welcome it because, like you said, in the beginning of this, you were a jiu-jitsu player. Like, that's how you got your start into MMA.
yeah. So I'm well aware of his ground game. He's intelligent. He's a smart fighter. He's strong. His pressure looks good. His wrestling is good. His jiu-jitsu is good. These are all obvious to me, and I'm prepared. Like, I don't go in there unprepared for my opponent. Like, that's not my style. I definitely studied this guy. And on
Mm-hmm.
top of that, like, I wrestled my senior year of high school, and that was it. And I was like, dang, man, like, I missed out because I was naturally a good wrestler. And then after that, the year later, I started jiu-jitsu, and I've been training jiu-jitsu since 2015. And on top of that, I've been wrestling with ODU alumni Selden Wright, and he's my wrestling coach now. He's actually looking for a fight at 170 for the next Cowboy, if possible. So I got a D1 wrestling coach, and he's also a southpaw wrestler. So things are looking good, man. Like, I'm confident. This guy's good. I look forward to the challenge. I'm gonna go in there and throw heat. Like, you're gonna be. I think everyone's gonna be on the edge of their seat when I fight. So that's what I want every time.
And I want to talk about how you are as far as mentally going into this, because it's funny when I see James and everything, it's every single day I'll see a post about how many more days till the fight, and it seems like his mind is solely on the fight, whereas you're definitely focused on the fight. But when I follow you on Instagram and stuff, the funny posts, it cracks me up. It seems like you almost need that little outlet to be like, yes, I'm taking this serious, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm a person too, and this is how I maintain some kind of, my own sanity. I mean, really.
Yeah. I mean, for me, fighting is like I've had a lot of realizations throughout this camp specifically, like just internally. Like this whole martial arts journey, it is like a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't get that from the outside in. They don't really understand that. Like you learn a lot about yourself and the people around you and your opponents and just life in general, man. It's amazing. So sorry, what was the question? I'm all over the place. But I'll tell you one thing: I am focused on and dedicated on my training and my fight, like everything. My fight IQ, my diet, my strength and conditioning. I study fights all the time. Like I got a girlfriend. She's beautiful. Keep her, you know, like happy, of course. But everyone around me knows that fighting is my top priority. That and my girl, like those are
Yeah.
my two things. So I like to have fun. All my friends are cool as shit. Like we like to laugh, just like everybody else's friend group. You know, like I don't have to be some serious dude and think I'm the hardest MF or like. All I have to do is fight really good and just be myself, and that's all people really care to see, I think.
So I want to get down to the nitty gritty as we close it down. I know you're getting ready to train and whatnot. So I want to ask you, what is getting back in the win column? This is the first part of a three-part question. What is it going to mean to you getting back in the win column first?
I'm excited to showcase the best me yet, and I know the best me yet can beat any of the guys that I've fought so far, and the best me can beat James. So getting back in the win column, it's bound to happen. It's gonna happen. I mean, it feels good, dude. I'm gonna be the Cowboy Fights champ. Like,
Yeah.
it's it's ah, like I don't know. I don't want to say winning is not important. It's definitely the most important part of the fight. But being the like the way I look at it, people see Cowboy as like kind of a people's champ. Don't you? Like you think
Oh,
that,
100.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, in my opinion, with my fighting style and the way I want to go about my career, I don't want to be a guy that just lays on people and tries to grind them out for points. Like, I want to hurt you. I want to be violent, explosive, just amp everybody up in the room. I want to be exciting. Like, so I'm going to win in an exciting fashion. I'm not going to grab your leg and try to hump you the whole fight. Like, that's not the way I want to win. I want to win by being devastating. So The thing is, like, I'm gonna make him run into some poles, some light poles and shit. Like, I'm gonna be throwing stuff at him.
And now I want to finish my three-part question with 2 and 3. What does a win over James Lyons mean to you? And what does being the Cowboy Fight Series 145-pound champion mean to you?
James is the best, without a doubt, the best opponent I've had yet. And I'm 6-3. So you know I've lost to worse guys than James. So a win over James to me just shows my growth as a martial artist this far. Um, it'd be a great achievement. I mean, he's a solid fighter. He keeps his hands up. He comes in to fight. Like, that's the type of dude you want to be able to say, "Yo, I waxed him." Like, so that's what I'm going out there to do. And being a Cowboy Fights champ is the shit. That right there. I mean, I don't want to brag, but that's something you can brag about. Be like, dude, I fought for Cowboy Cerrone when I was an amateur and I took his belt. Like, I was a 45 champ.
Yeah.
So that I'm very excited about. But honestly, man, I'm just excited because James prepares me for people on the next level. He's on a 6-win streak and he's been finishing dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So I care about going pro. I'm tired of doing this for free. Like, this is taxing on your body, man. You take damage, especially like, dude. Jiu-jitsu, I feel like you could do jiu-jitsu for almost like your entire life. But striking, you're not going to be able to fucking bang with people forever. Like, you got to get in there and get out. I don't get paid by the hour. Like, I do at work, but I don't get paid in there like that. So, yeah, man, like, this fight means a lot. The belt means a lot. It's just, I'm excited. I've had ups and downs, and like, I just feel really positive. It's been a great week. Like, this week just started out amazing. Like, you're not even gonna guess what happened to me this week, why it turned out amazing. Like, I got fired at 7:30 on Monday morning.
Hold on.
Well,
okay.
laid off. Sorry, laid off is the term because he couldn't afford to pay me and 2 other guys.
Right.
So I got laid off. I'm sorry, I'm taking up all your time.
Oh, you're not, dude. This is your interview, bro. I'm honored to have you. Go ahead.
I get laid off Monday morning at 7:30, and by 9:30, I have another guy willing to pay me to work. So it's like, I just have all these opportunities in my life, and that's just one small example, you know. It's just, I can't see it going his way. It doesn't exist in my mind for him to win this fight. And he's going to know that when we enter that cage together.
Which brings me to my next question. If you'll be so bold, how do you beat James Lyonheart Lyons, man? Give a prediction.
I submit him. I don't know how, but I'm going to submit him. So
you're going to submit him. You would care to emphasize on the round? You don't want to say how, but maybe first, second. Where are you thinking?
I'm trying not to rush. I don't want to blow my gas tank, even though it's better than ever. I don't want to rush, but it could be the first round.
Nice. All right, Marshall, man. I want to, well, first off, thank you for your time. And I want to leave the floor to you to thank any of your coaches, training partners, as well as let the fans know how to keep up with you on social media, man, for upcoming fights and anything Marshall Shermer.
Yeah. First off, I like that MMA News Wu-Tang shirt. That's sweet. So thanks for wearing that.
Yeah.
Second off, I want to thank my girlfriend 100%. Lucy is with me all the time, man. She supports me in ways nobody has before. Third, thank my family. I should have thanked God first. Thank my coaches, Diego Bispo and Harvey Grassi. Selden Wright, my wrestling coach. Thank all my training partners, my brother, Rob, Manny, AJ, Andre, all those guys, Eddie. I want to thank, who am I missing? I just had a big, important person in my head. Thank everybody, man. Everybody that helps me improve day in and day out. I just really appreciate it. Yeah, man. Thanks, Cowboy and all those guys. Like, thanks for this opportunity. I'm excited.
All right, Marshall, man. I appreciate your time. Like I said, best of luck on December 21st. And given you get this win, it'll definitely be a Merry Christmas for you, right?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I want to thank James. Thank you, James. If you're listening, we're going to throw down, and the fans are going to love that shit. So
I'm sure he will be listening. But which I was going to ask you, have final words for him? You just took the words out of my mouth. There you go. You gave it to him.
Hey,
So
I'm all happy go lucky guy until we get in there. Like I'm chilling, man. So nothing
all right,
personal.
Marshall, and I will see you on fight night. We will be there. I'll be there doing live results for mymmanews.com. So we'll formally meet that night, and maybe we can catch up, do a post-fight interview. We'll see how things go on the night. But again, I appreciate you taking the time, and good luck in the rest of training, man.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right, there he goes, Marshall Law Shermer, ahead of his title bout, 145 pounds for Cowboy Fight Series. He has taken on James Lyonheart Lyons. This bout has fireworks written all over it. I do not see the judges needed in this one, but, you know, a fight happens and it can go anybody's way. So, for Marshall Shermer, I'm Adam Christ. Keep it locked to mymmanews.com for all your fight news.